All right, we're here with Michael and Kristy. They just got engaged, and they've had to tell the story at least 23 times, or at least Kristy has. And we're looking to expedite this process so that we can alleviate them the repetition of telling the story over and over again. So, Michael, side note, they just got back from Africa, a completely different planet for all that I know, and that is where the proposal took place. Is that right, Michael?
This is right. We just got back from Africa. I'm very jet lagged, and Kristy right here is so excited to tell you the engagement story.
I think she's told it a few times though. I think you're up to bat on this.
Go ahead and share.
Well, this was in Ghana? I don't know where. Ghana. Did I say Ghana? That shows how ignorant I am about anything not American. All right, so they were in Ghana. Is it even spelled like Ghana? Anyway, and so is that where you proposed?
Proposed in Ghana on the.
Do you want me to tell it?
Yeah, you can
Oh
tell
my
it.
gosh.
All right, we're switching.
Okay, do you want the detailed version? It's really close for me. Do you want the detailed version or the brief?
Well, somewhere in between.
Okay, so it was Tuesday. Let me back up. That makes me real nervous.
No, this is way far away.
Tuesday the 27th, and it was our 3-year and 9-month anniversary, and I always keep track of that, and he thinks that it's really funny that I do that because he doesn't like doing that. So when I said happy anniversary, he was like, well, why don't we have like an African date since we're in Africa? And I was like, okay, cool. So, I mean, we had to eat like snack food because you can't just eat anything there. So we were planning on having fruit snacks and Pop-Tarts. So that was in the morning, and then we went throughout our day. And later that night, after we had finished eating dinner, we were walking from the main building to the school building to do VBS with the kids that night before they went to sleep. And we got all the way down to the school building, and Michael grabs my hand and he was like, I feel really nauseous. Will you walk back to the main building with me? And I was like, no, like that's a really long walk. I don't want to walk that again. So he's like, okay, fine, let's just go have our date real quick. It'll take like 5 minutes and maybe I'll feel better. And I was like, okay. So then we go and we're like walking through like these hills and really tall grass. And
How nervous were you at this point, Michael? Were you really nauseous, legitimately?
Medium nausea increasing as footsteps go, and nervosity as well increasing.
Now, would this nausea have happened had you not been about to ask the question which you were about to ask?
No.
Check.
Would you have been nauseous even if you weren't proposing?
Check, yes.
So you were just nauseous?
No, I was nauseous because I was asking. Back to the story.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
Okay, so we're walking and walking and walking, and he keeps walking farther and farther away, and I was getting really irritated because we were supposed to be doing VBS. And we turned like this little ravine type thing, and there was this blanket with glass Coke bottles and candlesticks stuck in them because we were in an orphanage and they don't really have like candle holders. So we got creative, and there were wildflowers in like this Sprite bottle and Sprite bottle vase, and we sat down and had our fruit snacks and talked, and I still had no clue what was going on.
Over the sunset and viewing the lake.
Over the sunset, viewing the lake. And then we stood up to leave, and he gave me a hug, and then said a little speech, and then got down on one knee, and this is apparently what I did. Do your impression. It'll make it that much better.
So I get down on a knee, and it's instant. That was the reaction.
Aww.
Can we have that one more? Can we have that one more time? I didn't get that.
I was not making those noises, mind you, or that face. But yes, I was crying.
But it's fun to see him do it twice.
Yes. So, if that's not enough, we get all of our stuff and then head back down to the school where they were doing VBS. And we got to the door, and I started freaking out. I was like, does anybody know that you just did this? Because, like, I have mascara all over my face. Like, they can tell I've been crying. And he was like, don't worry about it. Like, you look fine. And we walk in to the school, and all 44 orphans and everybody that came on the trip with us were holding construction paper hearts and, like, cheering for us.
Oh, my word.
And it was funny because Chris, the lead pastor on the trip, was, like, you know, kind of, like, directing the whole thing or whatever, and he was clapping and stuff, and then he's like, okay, Michael, lead us in an engagement dance. The same dance we'd been doing all week, basically, where it's like a Congo line and you dance around with the kids. For some reason, Michael grabs my hands and starts doing, like, these salsa moves, like, just the two of us. And Chris, like, completely, like, cut him off and was like, no, like, go around the room. And so
He was trying to bypass the tradition of the engagement dance for his own variation.
And I heard grasshoppers for about 3 seconds.
And then tell him about the party with the kids.
Okay, so we did the big African welcoming dance. All the kids were beating on the drums and such and screaming, and I had tons of people taking pictures and videoing at the same time, so most of this is on video, including my disastrous salsa mishap. Then I also bought everybody and the orphans ice cream from the village. So like this ice cream yogurt celebration engagement party.
Oh.
That's it.
And that's the story.
That is an amazing story. Congratulations, Michael.
Thank you.
You put all men to shame.
You promised.
And hopefully this will alleviate having to tell this story 30 more times.